Juicy, juicy, can I have a lookie? Things are changing, I don't know what to do. Juicy, juicy, can I have a lookie? Things are changing, I don't know what to do. I'll prefer if you drop our pronouns. I'll prefer if you don't try and label me. I'll prefer if you leave me to just be a free soul, move around, for myself. I'll prefer if you let all the chains go down. I'll prefer if you let me put my hands up and dance. Juicy, juicy, can I have a lookie? Things are changing, I don't know what to do. Juicy, juicy, can I have a lookie? Things are changing, I don't know what to do.
Do you like doing interviews? Do you-
No. I don't actually. Yeah. But
Tell me a bit about Juicy Juicy. How did that come about?
wow, Juicy. It just came about like this day. I just woke up and went into the studio. I mean, because I make the music by myself. So I just went into the studio and I was just humming this verse like juicy, 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 juicy. So I just went and laid down some drums and like more instruments on it. And then I put in like the first verse and the chorus. And then I left to go and see my friend. And then when I went to see my friend, we started talking and she's like, I'd love to see how you look like in the future, maybe when you're old, and like how your hair would look like. And we were like, you know what? Let's go dye my hair. And then we went and dyed the hair. And after that, it made sense to me. It felt like I really wanted to. It's like, Juicy, can I have a lookie? It's like I'm talking to the future. Can I have a lookie at what's going to happen in the future, Yeah, so I feel like that's just the song that, that's the meaning of the song. And then another weird thing happened that by the time I was going to do the video of the song, I had already shaved off my locks. And I just did a complete shave off. And I was feeling like there's times when I feel like I'm more feminine, and there's sometimes I feel so boyish, So I was like, okay, fine. I'd prefer if you drop all pronouns and just let me be,
I really admire how you are such an individual, and you are you're kind of self-contained in it, really. You just do it all yourself. Is that just an extension of who you are as an individual? Or maybe is there something that is required from the environment that you're existing in? Is that making sense?
Yeah, it's making sense, but so it's not really something that's required. It's something I also do just intuitively, it's just how I am. I like to do things by myself, So it's just an extension of my personality or my character.
The style of music that you make seems very underground. Is that an accurate statement? Or is that kind of the pop music of your community? Can you talk about, is there a name for that style of music? And can you tell me a bit about the background of it and how you got introduced to it? Okay,
so we would say underground because our community is still more on the underground environment. We haven't popped out into the mainstream, but also it's our pop music, it's the music that we make and the music that we would listen to, just as a community. So from our community, I feel like that's pop music, and maybe with time, it's also gonna seep into the mainstream awareness, and then it won't be underground anymore as much as it's been bred in the underground. And so the style of music that I make, I just try and put it into an umbrella genre of Afrofuture tech. And Afrofuture tech just means like, like futuristic African music, that still maybe might not resonate in this time yet, might resonate in the next few years, but because we also live in a space where we are always envisioning like, a new world, a better world. So that's why I would put it in that category of futuristic music. And also there's also a lot of like techno elements. Like I really like to use the 909s. So yeah, in a way it feels like it's it's techno, but like experimental techno. So yeah, that's it.
I love your look. Yeah, it's very strong. It's very colorful. It's very confident.
Thank you.
Can you talk a bit about that? I mean, are you making your own clothes as well? What's the story on that?
So, sometimes I might be making music and I'm just like making music on my laptop and then going back to the sewing machine and trying to make an outfit. So that's something that happens sometimes, Yeah, so I really love fashion. And I feel like also as a musician, I need to express the things that interest me, just to have that, like, to put my individuality out there into the world, I have to be myself. I don't have to be like the next person. So yeah, that's where my style comes from.